Sup people, it's your boy Jay here at RC by NJT. Today I want to present you the new Huina truck, the Huina 1501, which is an articulate flatbed truck. However, Huina has done this version in two parts, so you get the tractor trailer, which was released first, which I'm showing you here, and then the trailer, which I should be receiving tomorrow. So there'll be another video, obviously part 2 for this. Now, this truck weighs just over 1.5 kilos, it's rather light, has a 4-wheel drive in the back. The front is purely for stereo and the axle is not live. It has quite a lot of features. For example, various settings for the lights. It's fully proportionate. The paint job, to be fair, that's one thing I really do enjoy, and one of the reasons that I like the red is just it's such a vibrant cherry red. And I noticed that Huina did also a silver version, but I much prefer this cherry red version. So anyway, back to the review. It's extremely detailed, to be fair. I think it's one of their best trucks in the toy sort of range that they do, because it just has so many little features. It's 19 channels. It comes with 1200 Leon battery, which lasts for a little while, to be fair. It does have a lot of power, and I will show you in a bit what it's capable of. Now, the fifth wheel at the back is fully electric, so you can do it from your remote. You don't have to actually get up and unhook it and then hook it back on. You know, you just do it from the comfort of your wherever you might be, sitting down or whatever, but you can do it remotely now. I'm just literally setting everything up here on this unboxing part of the video. I just thought I'd tell you a bit more about the truck. The only thing I would say though is there's a few little niggles that I would like to sort out, and obviously that is the Huina truck sound is still very outdated. However, they've added a new idle sound to it, even though it's not great and it's very loud compared to the engine running. And also, one thing that they did add with the sound is that it increments with the speed of the truck. So when you're sort of slowly crawling off, it's rather low, and then as you increase your speed, the sound goes up. To be fair, I wouldn't say that's realistic. It just sounds like you're turning the volume up and down, not as if the revs are revving, right? Now the lights, pretty good visibility in the night. But the other thing I don't like about the truck, really, the fact that it's toy grade. I understand that there has to be compromises, and for example, here is the base of the truck is very much a toy grade, as you can see. And the battery just about fits in there, to be honest. When I was doing it, it's really tight. The other fault with it, I would say for me, in my opinion anyway, is that it's rather heavy on the front, where there's no traction, and extremely light at the back. There's no weight at the back whatsoever. So if the truck is unladen and has no weight, is pretty useless. It gets stones, like if it gets any little stones stuck underneath, it just gets stuck. So, obviously I did some tests, which you can see later on. By then a bit of weight, the truck just completely transforms. Just add a bit of weight at the back, say around a kilo. Is more than capable of pulling it. No problems, doesn't affect anything. But it improves the handling a lot. And here we're gonna do a bit of driving around, just on some off-roading, just so you can see what the truck is like off-road. Bear in mind the suspension on this truck is done in a way that is meant for carrying obviously the trailer and the goods, like sort of transportation at the back. So with that in mind, the suspension at the back is very stiff and the suspension at the front is very soft. But when there's no weight, it's just a completely useless truck. But here's an example now. I've put a weight on it. It just makes a massive difference in the way it handles, the way it looks, the suspension, everything. It's just too bouncy without it. And the fact that it's actually able to go a bit more off-roading, you know, it doesn't get stuck on stones or things as much at all. So definitely recommend doing that first of all, adding some weight at the back. This is what I meant by the sound of the truck is rather obnoxious, really. Another pet hate is the indicator sounds. I hate it. Now it's even worse. It's like it's just pausing in between the indicating. Uh, I've never been a fan of indicators. I'd much rather have it on a switch or something. But and without the sound, definitely. Right, as you can see though, the truck is performing really well. Bear in mind also the tires are really hard, so they're not really made for sort of this kind of terrain, right? But I am literally pushing the vehicle to its limit, so you guys can see what it's actually capable of. Since I've purchased this, to be fair, I've been so happy with it. Other than the few little niggles, which are not an issue whatsoever, I'm very easily sorted as per usual. For the money, this truck is amazing. I love the way it looks. I love the cherry red color. Minus a few little niggles for a toy grade for the price. This is a great truck. Would be nice if it was 6-wheel drive, but I understand, you know, it's toy grade. So, but again, very happy with it, and thoroughly impressed when I do the pulling test later on.
just a makeshift trailer that I had to use to test the pulling powers of it. But, yeah, before I forget, in terms of the remote control, guys, these two shoulder buttons here control the mechanism here, so then you can just remotely unlock it and then lock it back up. Now what these do is for the trailer, which is on the way. I should get it in the next, hopefully, couple of weeks, to for the support stance on the front of the trailer, and this is for the ramps to go up and down. If you use this button here on the remote, it adjusts the sound, and then if I move the truck over here, put this down, you guys can see, and we press this button here, I think you're gonna see it. And then you've got your usual indicators. And obviously you can actually, with this two here, adjust the steering. So you can see you can finally adjust the steering with these two knobs on the remote for the right and left. And there's pretty much all the functions of the remote control. But it's an amazing looking truck, I'll be honest. It looks really nice, but just a few things I wish they did update, like the sound. It's not great, and obviously the fact that it's still based on a base of a toy, so it does struggle with anything underneath. If stones get underneath, you'll get stuck. Suspension, it's good in the front, very stiff on the back, obviously, but overall for the money, it's super detailed, and I love the colour. Honestly, it's such a stunning colour in the sunshine. Two kilos. It's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There we go. 12, 14, 16, 18. 20, only 2 kgs, so she's able to tow